Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to cut and sew this simple and beautiful rainy style, this rainy dress. I'm going to cut the back. I fold into two. I will mark 1.5 inch on the back. I'm going to sew zip on the back. One and a half inch on the back for zip. Shoulder is 14 inches. Divide by 2 is 7 inches plus half inch to sew. So I have 7.5 inches. Armhole, I place my tape on the shoulder down here, 9 inches. Bust is 38 inches. Divide by 4 is 9.5 inches plus 1.5 inch to sew. Half length is 14.5 inches plus 1 inch to sew. I will use half inch to sew on the shoulder and half inch to sew under bust. So I have 15.5 inches. Under bust is 34 inches. Divide by 4 is 8.5 inches plus to sew and to sew that. So I had 1.5 inch. Half inch to cut on the shoulder. Neckline is 3 inches. I will use half inch to cut back neckline. That on the back, I will measure 4 inches from where I mark. I will measure 4 inches here for that. I notch. After folding the front into two, I place the back on top, and this is the 1.5 inch for zip. Front neck, I will measure from shoulder down 3.5 inches. So I'm going to cut the lining. I'm going to cut the down parts. One yard. This is folded into two, so 1 yard plus 1 yard is 2 yards. This is 2 yards, 2 yards and 16 inches, almost 2 yards and a half by 45 inches. This into two. I will make a triangle shape. I make a triangle shape. I'm going to sew this on the bottom and it will come like this. I have 10 inches here. I will fold into two. This will be 5 inches, so I will use ½ inch to sew. It will remain 4.5 inches. So I will remove 4.5 inches plus half length. Half length is 14.5 inches plus this 4.5 inches. That means I have 19 inches. 14.5 inches plus 4.5 inches is 19 inches. I will remove 19 inches from the tape and measure the full length. Full length is 51 inches plus 1 inch to sew. This is 19 inches. I measure up here. I have 51 inches plus 1 inch to sew. 33 inches from here. 33 inches. Plus 19 inches, I have 52 inches plus sewing. I place my tape on the tip, the triangle shape. I will measure 12 inches. My tape is still on the tip. I measure 12 inches and 12 inches. I'm going to measure from this mark now. From here, 33 inches, 33 inches, 33 inches. Three inches, 33 inches. I'm going to start to sew. I will first sew here. I will sew this one on top, the lining here. After doing that, I will place the front on top and sew here, the side. I will do the same on the back. When I'm done doing that, I will join the shoulder. I will show you when I'm going to sew this lace on this part. I'm done sewing the neck, back for zip, the side, and also with the front. I'm done sewing the neck, the two sides. I add that on the back. I'm going to do the same on the front. See where I notch in here. This way. I will measure from here to here 4.5 inches, and I will sew with ½ inch here. This way, tiny up to this place. I will do the same here, ½ inch. After that, I will join the shoulder. This is the back shoulder and the front shoulder. I will bring this way. The lining, I will cross over to the back shoulder here. I will sew here. I will do the same on this one. I'm done joining the shoulder. I cut some pieces to hem on the armhole. I will do the same here. I will sew this way. I'm done sewing the armhole. I will fold inside this way and stitch on top. After doing that, I will iron this place for this lace. Where the dart is on the back and on the front, you can see this line. This is where I sewed that on in this place, and I iron here This is where I will sew this lace on. The measurement for this lace, 4.5 inches by 72 inches long, and I have 2 pieces. After finished drawing gather, I will sew on top here with the gather this way. You can make plaits if you want. I'm done sewing. What I will do is to go and sew the side. I will measure 34 inches, divide by 4. I will sew the side. Then for the damp part, I'm going to sew here. I'm done sewing the lace on the damp parts. I'm done sewing the side of the top. I'm done sewing here and here. What I'm going to do now is to join. I will sew on this place. So this for zip. This is where I will sew zip on. This for zip. I'll place like this, side to side. I will sew in center up to this place. When I've done doing that, I will sew zip on the back. Cutting and sewing for 8 years and 10 years old. I will leave the link in the description box. This for 10 years and 8 years old. These two. So I'm sewing for adults. It's the same style, but for adults, this one is for 8 years and 10 years old. I will leave the video link in the description box on how to cut and sew for 10 years and 8 years old. I'm done joining the waist, and I sew zip on the back and also with the lining. This is how I sew my lining to cover up the rough parts. This is the back where the zip is, and this is the front. If you are new here, please subscribe and remember the notification bell. In that way, you'll be notified each time I upload a new video. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you all in my next video.